And with my second announcement, to the relevant parties, I would like to apologize for swearing in our closed-door meeting. It was disrespectful to everyone who heard it, and I wish I could take it back. An apology is defined as a regretful acknowledgement of an offense or failure. For all offenses and failures to be acknowledged, this would require you to fully and transparently answer all questions parents have going forward. I ask those relevant parties who intend on providing a complete and transparent apology, as I have just described it, for your role before, during, and after the assignment to raise your hand now. I didn't see any hands. Did I miss anybody? Okie dokie. I'm ready when you are.
Go ahead, sir.
My name is Art Roberts. 2 weeks ago, highly inappropriate content was assigned directly by the teacher to a 6th grade class without informing parents and no opt-out option. 11-year-olds were learning from other 11-year-olds what abortion and similar topics are, without controversial topics being explained at all. None of the 14 topics were off limits. All of this has been verified by every student and parent I have spoken to and contradicts the school's claims. The only reason I know of this assignment is because my son told me. Because of this assignment, I had to explain to my Catholic son what these topics were. The school's current claim, which has changed repeatedly, is essentially that the teacher didn't want to give the assignment. The 6th graders found it in class on their own, on school laptops and programs, and were so excited to learn about things like euthanasia, in other words, they don't know, that they practically begged him for extra work. Yeah, that sounds like a class of middle schoolers. We don't know what else was assigned because the district has now refused to answer any questions, and their actions caused the deletion of all evidence that students and parents had access to. They interviewed some students without telling parents and claimed the results of these interviews were mixed, which I have many questions about. They could have downloaded evidence that would have verified if the kids are telling the truth or the school is, but they didn't. I wonder why. If you don't know what someone's intent is, it's best to look at the consequences of their actions. The consequences of their actions are identical to those of a group cover-up of a scandal, including an adult bullying, harassing, and blaming a whistleblower and victim, my son. The curriculum for this class was, quote, developed for and taught to high school students, which is the very first sentence of the program's website. Did the school do less research than the 10 seconds that it took me, or was this intentional? These kids were in elementary school 3 months before this assignment, and now they're doing the same assignments and learning from other kids that 18-year-old students are doing. The school needs to stay in its lane. You don't parent my kids. I parent my kids. About the teacher. His leaders failed him and threw him under the bus. That curriculum should never have been approved. I just wanted everyone to own up, apologize, and ensure it wouldn't happen again. If they had done that, it would have been over with. But they didn't, even after having 2 weeks to think about it. In order to discourage this from happening again, I may be suing the district. Since they can't be trusted with taxpayer funds, every cent will go to the kids that they have failed. They chose their careers over the kids, so now their careers will be used to help the kids. I'll give them scholarships or anything else they need. I hope that anyone with knowledge that supports this lawsuit reaches out to me to help repair the damage done to the kids. They can stay anonymous. This could have been avoided if any of them had behaved with honesty, integrity, and courage, the topics that the class was supposed to cover and that my son showed. This is not about me. I have forgiven all of them. But they still must be held to account to ensure nothing like this happens again. I hope the parties involved begin fully and truthfully answering all questions and concerns parents have. Because of their actions, I've lost all faith in their ability and willingness to report instances of abuse. I was told the school would, quote, adhere to all of my requests. The exact opposite has happened. And I still have been denied the opportunity to speak with 2 of the men involved. Whenever I asked about accountability, they assumed I was only talking about the teacher. No, I'm talking about administration. They expect no repercussions because you, the board, have also failed. and I hope that changes tonight. We trust you with our kids. You must be held to a higher standard, not lower. Thank you for your time.